Hey Lydia, how you going? I hope you had a nice week. I'm going to pull a message for you from a new deck of mine. Let's see. Oh no. Hey David, how you going? All right, let's see Lydia, what we have for you. I'm good, thanks David. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm glad it's the weekend. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Lydia need to see? You've got the Secret Garden, Lydia. It says, what aspects of yourself require patience and cultivation? What needs to be nurtured for growth? Okay, I'm going to do another card. Let's see why you had a bad week. I got this new deck and it's really interesting. Ah, look, because you're being tested. You know, sometimes we're just tested from the universe because the universe wants to know what we do and don't like. It's like the law of attraction has to send you contrast, because if everything happened according to our wishes and desires, we wouldn't even know what we want or what we don't want. We have to have contrast to be able to ascertain what we do and don't like. So people and their drama are testing you, but there's a higher purpose to it. It's not for nothing, okay? Let's see, Glock, why the universe has been testing you. Hi, Journey Lambert. Hi, Icebreaker. All right, let's see. Hey, guys. All right, let's see why the universe has been testing you for the last 2 months. Okay, so it's helping you understand what's aligned with you and what's not aligned with you, because it's not aligned with your truth. So maybe you're, living in a bit of autopilot mode, and you're doing things because you've always done them, or you're doing things because people tell you that's what you should be doing, and you're not really questioning whether you want to continue with something or not. So maybe the last 2 months have asked you to take stock of what's working and what's not working in your life so that you can make the necessary adjustments. The Alpha says Margot Robbie. What is coming towards you? Let's have a look. What is coming towards you? Hey guys. All right, let's see. What's coming towards you? Is it Praju? I don't know how to say your name. Oh, you've got something unexpected coming in with the thunderstorm. Let's see what it could be. So it could be unexpected news. There's a need for you to kind of protect yourself and be prepared. So this could be unexpected expenses, because, yeah, the shield has come out next to thunderstorm. So, yeah, I'm getting that you need to be prepared. be on guard, ward off any unwanted energy. And I'm also getting someone around you who's a bit clingy. We've got someone who's trying to cage you in or restrict you in some way. Someone who's a little bit possessive and controlling, okay? So there's maybe a fire sign around you. Maybe you need to protect yourself from this fire sign, okay? Let's see. Okay, thanks everyone who never believed those tarot cards. I don't know what you're doing on my channel. Bye. Okay. When are things going to be all right? Why is everything not good? Okay, let's have a look. Sakshi. Let's have a look. Sakshi. What does Sakshi need to see? Okay, maybe you're trying to accomplish too much all at once. Maybe you're rushing because you've got a card that says because you need to move at the pace of peace. So I feel like you could be relinquishing your power to situations and other people as well. So take your power back. Spirit is wanting you to see situations through a different perspective, okay? So maybe you need to be grateful for your current challenges, because if you were to receive what you're wanting to manifest, maybe you wouldn't be ready. Remember, the card said you need to move at the pace of peace. Trust in divine timing. I'm going to pull you one more message of advice. Okay. You're actually being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. So there's a sense of blessings in disguise happening for you. You might be anxious to figure out how everything must happen and when, but Spirit is wanting you to relax and trust the process. And be careful about who you trust at the moment, because people could be very compelling, but they're saying be on your toes and watch the thin line between a good sales pitch and a trap, because some people may not take you as seriously as you wish. Trust your intuition, okay? All right, so let's see who else we have. I know some people think they're so funny, but they're just not, so I just, whatever. Will I be taken into consideration to work for the government? Let's have a look, David. All right, let's see. I'm going to ask the tarot. There's secret stuff going on. So they might be, what's the word? People getting jobs in this government may be just people very close to what they're trying to, what's the word? Not release. The information, the top secret information. Because I was seeing High Priestess in the reverse. What does David need to see about working for the government? There's something that they're hiding. Look, they're really holding on to information. They don't want it to get out. So look, unless you have contacts who know that you'll never leak anything, I'm seeing that, you know, the work is pretty top secret, to be honest. All right, we're gonna hide this user on my channel because they can go and get a life. Honestly, someone just paid for a reading, so let me see. Oh my god, people think they're hilarious. Goodbye. I'm from Sydney. All right, Lydia, do you have another question for me? I know, I just try and block them, but sometimes I'm not fast enough, you know. The readings are $15 Australian, so I do super chat or PayPal, and it's all in my description box. So Australian dollars are like, I think it's 50 cents to the US dollar at the moment. I think our dollar is really weak right now. Hey guys. I'm just waiting for Lydia. I think she's got a question for me. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Hi, Maria. Thanks for subscribing. Well, I'll be pulling people at random to do like free readings, but they're only going to be like one small message. I always prioritize the people that pay first, obviously. And I'm just waiting for Lydia to tell me if she has another question. Okay. All right, let's do, yeah, $15 Australian. So PayPal should convert it for you. Let's do Maria, who wants to know if she'll be moving house soon. Okay, let's do a timing card. Let's see, Maria. Angels and Spirit, please show me, when will Maria be moving? Oh, January. I'm saying really soon. Were you planning to move that soon? If you're looking to buy, I'm feeling like you may find the place and put a deposit down on the place in January, and then you'll have moved by March. Like, you know, it takes 2 months here where I live. Not by, okay, well, I'm getting the first 3 months of next year. So I guess it will depend on, you know, maybe you apply for a few properties and you decide to wait, like, but I'm getting the first 3 months of next year. So, let me see. Waiting for a housing executive. You know what? I guess things get off to a bit of a slow start in the new year, so it might just be a little bit of a delay, a little bit of a process. Let me have a look. Can you please let me know what you see coming in the next few months? All right, let's have a look, Lydia. Show me, what does Lydia have coming in the next few months? Okay, what I feel like with this book burning, I feel like Spirit wants you to tidy up your life between now and 2026. Don't be taking anything that doesn't make you happy into next year, okay? Anything that's holding you back, Close that chapter, okay? And I'm getting that with the gavel as well. So it's time to draw the line on certain things. Be decisive, be confident, trust trust your intuition in terms of what you need to let go of. It's a time to make conscious choices. You've got some important decisions to make, but they're wanting you to act with conviction. Now, the gavel could also be talking about some legal things that need to be resolved between now and next year, but I feel like next year looks much, much better for you. You've got the shooting star. So it's talking about quick action, but wishes being granted as well. I feel like it could be a reference to Aquarius season, which starts towards the end of January. So I feel like your year might get off to it might start by the end of Jan, okay? Hi, Taish. Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty for you at the moment. It's just because you need to go through a bit of a clearing process. Angels and Spirit, please show me what's coming up for Lydia. What's coming up for Lydia? Okay. You can expect next year more recognition for your hard work, but they're wanting you to focus your attention on what you want your next year to look like. Go where you're inspired, like go where you're curious, go where your curiosity and inspiration lead you, okay? That's the white rabbit. But at the moment, you know, Alice in Wonderland, I just feel like you're a bit lost and lacking direction at the moment. It's because you need to release a few things that are holding you back, and then I'm seeing much more focus for you next year, a lot more clarity. They're wanting you to hone a skill. And again, this card is talking about the need for laser focus. So if you've been wandering aimlessly like this white rabbit, always in a hurry but never really knowing where you're going, they're wanting you to figure out what really makes you happy. What have you always been good at? Focus on maybe finding work in that area. Okay, and persevere with it, because this card is talking about there needing to be effort and stamina and honing a skill. You've got a person of fire here. This could be a new suitor coming in, but it also could be that past person that keeps coming in and out. And this person could be possessive, because we've got this card here again, the bird cage. You might hear from this person within a few days, and you know who I'm talking about, okay? So I feel like you're a little bit lonely. You've got the cabin. So it's talking about feeling, you know, disconnected. But it's a symptom of you feeling disconnected from, you know, what makes you happy. You've kind of lost touch with that. So I want you to really make an effort to get back in touch with what makes you feel good. Focus on that, and then let things kind of fall into place. I'm just going to pull a card from... I've already used this for you. We're going to do a spirit message. What does Lydia need to see, please? Okay. You've got slow down and take your time. There's no need to rush everything. Now, that takes me back to the white rabbit, you know, in Alice in Wonderland, rushing around but not really knowing where to. So trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. In the meantime, count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that's yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? There's definitely a message here about the need to free yourself from whatever is holding you back. It could be a fixed mindset. So it could be limiting beliefs. They're saying don't place limitations on what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish in all ways and welcome abundance in all forms into your life. Okay? So I feel like the sky is the limit in 2026, but first you have to kind of clear the path. Okay, so Taish is next. Let me see. We're going to use the tarot for you, Taish, to see first what you can expect in 2026. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Taish have in store in 2026, please? What does Taish have in store? Ooh, we've got hard work paying off next year with Eight of Pentacles. This is a card about honing your skills, but also increased recognition for a job well done. Definitely feels like there could be a promotion. You've got two Pentacles cards. So it looks like money is increasing for you next year. The Six of Pentacles is something being offered to you, but also your goodwill and your generosity of spirit is going to bring with it its own rewards. So go above and beyond, and you will see your blessings multiplied. What do I mean by going above and beyond? And what do I mean by being generous of spirit? Do what you can with what you have to help other people, to put your skills to good use, to be of service to the world with no thought of reward, and the universe will bless you accordingly, okay? I want you to be disciplined in terms of your thoughts, because you've got the Magician in the reverse. So this can be a misuse of your imagination. This can be, well, it's the law of attraction, but in a negative sense. So when you're focusing on what you don't want, that's what you're going to get. You know, it's going to become a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So the Magician in the reverse is asking you to direct your focus and think only about what you do want, because we get what we focus on, okay? But there's going to be moments next year where you feel a little bit powerless. I want to just say, do what you can with what you have, and leave the rest to the divine, and have a little bit of faith, because that's what the Hierophant is all about. It's about faith, but it's also loaded with other meaning as well. It's a card about education. So I feel like, especially with the Eight of Pentacles, if you make an effort to learn new skills, if you make an effort to absorb all you can in terms of wisdom, in terms of life lessons, you know, there's a lot of potential for you to go far next year. The Hierophant next to the King of Cups can also talk about a relationship, a commitment. So I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but let's have a look at a few other decks for you, Taish. Let's see. Oh. If those of you who don't know, I knock the cards like that because it's cleansing them of previous energy, okay? And this deck is actually really hard to shuffle like that, so it's so big. So let's do this. What can Taish expect in 2026? What can Taish expect in 2026, please, Spirit? Got Fairy Tale. Believe the impossible. And that goes back to the Magician in the reverse. Remember, your fears will become self-fulfilling prophecies unless you can manage to really direct your focus and think only about what you want. Then the impossible can happen, okay? So stay hopeful, believe in magic, aspire. But this card is also talking about a romantic ending and happily ever after. Okay, and then you've got the map that says find your way. You could be doing some travel next year. Yeah, you could be exploring new territory. There's a need for planning and strategy next year, okay? So rather than just thinking everything's just going to fall into place as if by miracle, you're going to need to kind of take matters into your own hands, be clear about what you want to accomplish, and take like the appropriate action, okay? So, make some calculated moves. That's what we do when we play chess, right? So, doesn't Spirit please show me what can Taish expect? Yeah, this is about discipline. So this is the Eight of Pentacles coming out in the Oracle cards. It's talking about mastering a skill. It's also saying work smart. So work smarter rather than harder, okay? Focus. It's talking about teaching and training, and that came out with the Hierophant as well. Learning a skill. There you go. Yeah, I definitely see travel. You've got the yacht. Numbers 5 and 6 are really important for you next year as well. Because we saw the 6 of Pentacles. 5 is a number about change. You definitely have adventure next year. Okay. You'll learn a lot about yourself, I feel, and where you want to go because of travel. Travel's going to help you expand your horizons. You've got the Emerald. It's talking about next year being a very fertile year. So it's ripe with opportunity. You're going to be doing a lot of healing, soul restoration and growth. It's a strong year for relationships. It's asking you to find balance in relationships, but also find balance in your life generally. So restore balance, and that will bring healing for you. But the Emerald governs the heart chakra. Well, it's governed by the heart chakra because it's green. So you definitely have love, strong love available to you next year. And it could have a fairy tale ending to it. So that's nice. I hope that was helpful. Who else do we have? Just going to catch up to some of these comments. Hi, Anthony. Let's see. Okay, now is the time to ask questions, guys. So I'm just going to pick people randomly. Yeah, I do remote readings. I find they're better than in-person readings, to be honest. It's easier for me to pick up energy when I'm in my own space and I'm not being distracted. Don't get me wrong, some of the people in these comments momentarily distract me because they're so silly, let's just put it that way. I won't give them too much credit. All right, so I'm wanting to move to Australia for university, but I'm met with circumstances which are keeping me stuck. All right, let's have a look at why things are keeping you stuck. I like the why deck that I got today. Show me why these circumstances are presenting a challenge. Is it Ree? Is your name Ree? Why are circumstances presenting a challenge for Ree? To remind you to have faith. So I feel like Spirit wants you to have faith that you will be taken to the right place at the right time. And maybe there's another way that you haven't even contemplated to come to Australia. Maybe what you thought was the right way was kind of going to be a hindrance. The other thing is maybe the universe has a better plan that hasn't even kind of occurred to you yet. So they're wanting you to have faith. They're saying that the timing isn't right yet. And as I just finished saying to you, there's a path that you haven't even contemplated yet. It may not be Australia that you're meant to be going to, because you've got this card that says to help you walk towards uncharted paths. So that's pretty powerful. Let me know if that resonated with you. Let's see. Liam, are you my neighbor? Where are you? You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to do the no contact situation. I don't know how to say your name though. Can you tell me how do I say your name? Let me see. What is going on in this no contact situation? Okay, with this no contact situation, I feel like, let's be honest, long term it wasn't going to lead to a happily ever after, okay? And I do feel like there could be someone else on the scene, because we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something that you don't know, but it's going to come to light with the Moon in the reverse. But the person who you're no longer in contact with at the moment is not being honest. Whenever I see the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it's a lie. Okay? Let me see what this person would say to you if they could be 100% honest. What does this person want to say? I feel like there could be people on the sideline of this connection that don't support it. So this could be family members that don't want you to be together. And if the two of you were to be together, it would mean breaking social rules. But I feel like this person will keep you hanging because they don't really care about your needs. You really need to ask yourself why you want this person. Yeah, there's someone else in the picture. They're saying, I know I need to make a choice, but for now I'm comfortable with leaving things as they are. This person will try to like dangle the carrot or do something to test you to see if they get a reaction. But this person is a bit manipulative. They're putting on an act to get what they want. So I'm going to get advice for you real quick from the tarot. What is the advice when it comes to this no contact situation? Take back your power. Take back control of this situation, because I feel like you've relinquished it to the other person and the ball is entirely in their hands. Look, this connection is more trouble than what it's worth, is what I'm getting from the Ten of Wands, which is a card about burden, next to the Knight of Cups. You might have romantic feelings towards this person, but is it really worth it? Okay. Too much trouble, I say. All right, so who's this? I don't know how to say your name. Can you tell me if this job is good for me, or do I need to get another job? Okay. All right, so I hope that was helpful. That was for the no contact situation. I can't see that person's comment. So I'm just going to move on. Can you tell me if the job is good for me, or do I need to get another job? Let's have a look. I always say it's time to get another job if you wake up in the morning and you're dreading going to work because you spend so much time in your life working. You're going to want to like it. Otherwise, your life is miserable. If you're miserable in the job, if you feel like there's no opportunity for advancement and you're not being compensated properly, then it's time to move on. But let's have a look at what the cards say. Okay, I feel like realignments are happening for you. They're wanting you to leave the familiar life that you're accustomed to, so it's time to step out of your comfort zone. At the moment, you're putting yourself in someone else's hands and hoping that they do right by you, but Spirit is saying opt out of the position of being at the effect of others. So this could be you're at the mercy of your boss, you know, acting in good faith towards you. You're at the mercy of this workplace doing the right thing by you. But Spirit is saying, see the power that you have and leave the familiar life that you're accustomed to. Don't settle for your present reality, create a new one. And if you have the courage to move in a new direction, you've got a card that says no harmful event or person shall be able to come near and only beneficial opportunities will appear on your path. So I feel like that answers your question. Okay. Right, I'm gonna do, I think I already read for you, but Praju talks to you. When will I meet my love? Let's have a look. I will see when is an opportune time for you to meet new love. It may not be when you meet the one of your dreams, but let's see what the timing cards say. And I'll see if I can get any further information. Oh, I'm seeing this month could be quite a good time to meet someone. Yeah, we've got the time is now. Maybe you've already met someone that has strong potential. And I'm getting that October you might have met this person. So you may already be talking to someone that has promise. You've got today. It feels like you could already be in contact with someone. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay, let's have a look at light stretched. Light stretched. I'm going to ask a couple of different cards. So lucky you, I'm going to go above and beyond to see what you need to see. So light stretched. Let's have a look. Why are you going through a dark time? Let's have a look. Why is light stretch going through a dark time? Yeah, that's what I was getting. So I feel like your soul is wanting to expand, but you're keeping it constricted. So like you're limiting yourself. Maybe you're the type that likes to be comfortable. I mean, we all like comfort, and you know, change can be quite uncomfortable sometimes, but You're at a moment in time where change is good. You need to embrace change and expand your horizons and step out of your comfort zone, because you're being guided towards something brighter, something better than you had in mind for yourself. So you're reaching for comfort. Spirit is wanting to stretch you. And it's interesting because your name is Light Stretched, but I feel like you're kind of limiting yourself right now. Let's see. What do you need to know right now? Okay, you've got don't settle, basically. This card says you must know exactly what it is that you want and be willing to ask for it, and know exactly what you're willing to do if you don't get it. Okay, so maybe you always wanted a certain thing when you were a child, and then something came along and it was close enough and you thought this will do, but Spirit was like, no, 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 you said you wanted this. Don't just settle and stick to that because it's convenient, right? Don't choose convenience. Don't choose short-term gratification, because I feel like you're cheating yourself out of what you really want. And maybe your limiting beliefs, or maybe someone in your life has shot down in flames an idea that you used to feel strongly about. But Spirit is saying, claim your right to live your life as you choose, and don't lose hope when faced with obstacles or opposition. Stay determined. I feel like you need to step out of your usual routine to kind of to gain clarity, because this card says you need an interruption from what's going on in your life. Divert your mind by giving back. Sometimes when we're not happy with ourselves or with our life circumstances, we become really self-absorbed, and we don't mean to. I'm not calling you selfish, but we're kind of so hung up on what we feel is not going right for us that we forget to kind of check in with other people and ask them how they're doing. But that would be exactly what's needed, because we need to stop obsessing about what's not happening for us. So that's what this card is saying. You need an interruption from, dwelling on what's not happening for you. So I hope that was helpful, and I'm going to finish with a deck that I got today. Let's see what it has for you. You've got, what wisdom have you gathered and how will you integrate it into daily life? So it's the return home. I feel like you need to go back to doing things that always gave you joy, that maybe you put on the back burner, or get back to yourself and what you always wanted to do. We've got Tay Capricorn. Is this you want to know about a Capricorn you're interested in, or you want a message for Capricorn? Let me know, Tay. Just clarify that request for me. Let me see. I'm going to do Fire Fred. Will I meet someone new before the year ends? I'll do a timing message, but I'll also see what you need to do in order to increase your chances of meeting someone. That deck won't stay, so I'm just going to move it. All right. Fire Fred. I am getting the winter months, but that confuses me because we're from, I'm from Australia, so my winter is your summer. We've got next new moon. I don't know when that is. We had one on the 21st of December or something. We've just had a full moon. Let's check what the next new moon is. And then you've got 3 months from now coming through. So let's see what you need to do in order to increase your chances of meeting someone. You're a bit guarded, I feel. So maybe you need to be a little bit more approachable. What does Fire Fred need to do to increase chances of meeting someone? Okay. It's interesting because I feel like at first you're quite guarded, but once you decide you like someone, you want to go from 0 to 100. And sometimes we sabotage connections when we do that. So once you decide you like someone, just, take a measured approach. I know that there's the desire to want to spend every waking hour with this person, but you've got a card that says don't get too attached too soon. Give them some breathing room, so that you don't drive them away. Because sometimes when you want to go from 0 to 100, yes, it can be very flattering, and yes, we can get caught up in the early stages of the romance, but sometimes we can scare people off by doing that as well. I totally get it. I'm a Scorpio, right? Like my natural inclination is to want to be in that all-consuming love relationship where we're enmeshed with each other, and we don't know where we end and the other person begins, you know what I mean? But just pace yourself, because the next card says, don't reveal everything all at once. This card says just sit back and listen more, get to know the person and take your time. So I hope that was helpful. I just went to the dentist, Agent Smith, for your information, and my teeth are actually real, so bye, can go away. It gives me so much pleasure to just block people from the channel. Let's see, who do we have? All right, I want to do Ray. But I was waiting on someone to clarify their question. Someone that left me a super chat. Let me see if I can find them again amongst all of the comments. Sorry, if you could just comment again and I will recognize your name. Why is everyone saying my teeth are fake? Like, why do you care even if they were fake? Honestly, people need to get alive. We've got Sari. Is it Sari Peterson? We're going to do Sari as well, but I've got to get to the person that asked me something earlier. Oh my God, for the 4th time, they're not fake teeth. Okay, I just went to the dentist today. I got to clean and they're white. So, but thank you for thinking they're fake. I guess that's half a compliment. Hi Ken from Florida. Okay, so I think, have I lost the person that donated earlier? Let me scroll back and see if I can find it. It was Tay Tay. Tay Tay, can you let me know if you're still here? I think Tay Tay's gone. Nick. Well, I would like to get married. It's on the list of things I want to do. Thank you, Brandon. So many people want to know if they'll find love in 2026. I'm keen to get to those readings, but I've got to see if, I don't think Tay Tay's here. So, Sari, were you next? Let me know what your question was. Thank you for the love. I do appreciate the love. I don't want to give too much attention to the negative Nancys. Hot boy true. If you stick around, I might choose you. I might not. Okay. So Tay Tay's gone. Let me move on to Sari. Where's your comment? I just saw it. What does my future look like? Okay. Let's see what's coming up for you. I'm going to use this deck. Alright, Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Sari have coming up? Ooh, you've got roses. You got love coming in. This is a card about love, romance, passion. Angels and Spirit, please show me what's coming in for Sari. Person of water. So Could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, someone who's very emotionally connected and in tune with you. They're very empathic, intuitive, sensitive. They feel deeply, and they might take things personally. So you might be meeting a sensitive person. And I feel like they're on the verge of shooting their shot. We've got ready, aim, fire with the slingshot. So I feel like someone's coming in really soon. Okay, Sari. So that looks exciting. Ray wants to know how old I am. I hate talking about my age because I'm still coming to terms with the fact that I'm no longer in my 20s. You know, when women hit their mid-30s, they just feel a little bit invisible, you know. I'll just tell you, Margot Robbie is actually younger than me. So, oh, someone thinks, thank you, I'm 25. I wish. Okay, so there was someone else I was going to read for. Guys, I can't keep up with you, so you're going to have to remind me if I said I was going to read for you. So I've done Sari. I think Tay-Tay's gone, left the building. Let me see. Hi, Rosie. Ray, it was Ray. Am I supposed to continue life feeling empty? Of course not. You know, life is meant to be enjoyed, but we forget what we're here for. We just get caught in the rat race. Let me see what... I'm going to use this deck. So what is Ray's guidance, please, Spirit? Oh my God, guys, like, why do we have people saying tarot is for losers, it's fake? Why are you on my channel? Bye. So back to Ray. Ray, Angels and Spirit, what does Ray need to see? What does Ray need to see, please, Spirit? Let's go. So, Ray, you've got, oh, it's a really interesting message. Your wasted years are not the end of your story. So, this year was really tough for most people, right? We were in a 9-year. When we're talking about numerology, 9 years are all about closing out cycles, ending relationships that we've outgrown. It can be heavy. Not only that, it was year of the snake, so we've shed old skin. Good news is we're moving into a 1 year. And it's year of the horse, so it's all about moving stagnant energy, changing things up, embarking on new projects, meeting new people, having new experiences. It's going to have a lot of positive changes, okay? So your wasted years or year is not the end of your story. Don't weep over wasted seasons or relationships that broke you or addictions that chained you or bad decisions that led you down paths that you never meant to walk. These years were not wasted, they were preparation. You have not been forgotten. But you may have been blocking yourself from receiving more than what you're holding on to. Holding on is what we do when we settle for less than what we want, because sometimes it's just easier to do that than take responsibility for creating what we want. So I want you to see 2026 as a blank slate, and I want you to build the life of your dreams. Allow yourself to imagine what your life would be like if your hands and your heart were to receive something so much better than what you're holding on to. I want you to identify everything that's stealing your fire. Let go of it, because this is your time to create. This is your time to draw doors where there are none. You can do anything that you put your mind to. So create passion on your own behalf and make it a fun process. Play, experiment, and believe that the game of life is rigged in your favor and there are angels playing on your side. Okay? Let's see. No, I'm from Sydney, Richard. I'm not from Queensland. Thank you for subscribing, Sari. Ooh, let's have a look. Energy from Stars is going on a date today. Let's see what the cards have for you. Angels and Spirit, please show me. What is the advice for energy from stars? Now, I want you to manage your expectations, because if this date doesn't go according to how you want it to go, it doesn't mean that you're meant to be alone. You know, don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment, okay? Yeah, I feel like look, you're telling yourself that there are no good ones left, or there's something that's going to get you a little bit down, I'm sorry to say. And you're going to feel a little bit disheartened. You're going to be telling yourself, oh, this is too hard. I never find anyone. But you need to manage your expectations better, not just when it comes to this date, but just generally, because you've got seeking perfection and you've got eye candy. So I feel like maybe you have a really strong type, but you need to be a bit more open-minded, because the person that's good for you, oh wow, the moon is amazing tonight. It's like this big yellow ball. I feel like there's someone that could really surprise you, but they're not going to be your type. But I want you to give them a chance and be like, it's good to have high standards. It's good to be selective, but have like deal breakers that really matter. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So I'm sorry that that's probably not what you wanted to hear. Oh, you know, when I could show you the moon, but like, has anyone tried to take a photo of the moon and then it comes out like a little tiny pea? So it wouldn't do it justice, but it's absolutely amazing right now. I'm moon bathing right now, giving readings, and I didn't even mean to. Sorry, Gemini moon is always beautiful. Is that right? I didn't know that. Oh, yes, I'm in Sydney, guys. I will be in Queensland in a few weeks. I go every year around New Year's. We go up to Sunshine Coast, and my whole family, like my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, there's 50 of us. We all holiday up there. Thanks, Beast Vibes. Thank you. All right, so Hot Boy True, you've stayed here for this long. Why not get you a message, hey? Do you have a question? Do you want me to look at money, love, something general? Oh, you're from New York. Wow, I've been there a couple of times. It's amazing. Hey, Mel. So I'm just waiting for a question. Your future. You want to see what's coming up for you then. All right, let's have a look. Why don't we use this deck? This is a new deck that I got today. Nathan's here. How you doing? Yes, it is difficult to sleep on a full moon. Oh my gosh. Who just said I'm a Scorpio with Cancer? That's me. I've got Cancer moon. So you're a Scorpio rising, Cancer sun, Capricorn moon. I'm Scorpio sun, Cancer moon, Pisces rising. So back to you. Where are you? I just missed your hot boy true. Let's have a look. What's coming up for hot boy true, please? What's coming up for hot boy true? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a strong message here saying you should consider, if you haven't already, striking out on your own. So the cat for me represents independence, okay? Not according to this deck, but that's okay. The cat always talks about independence, and it's come out next to pioneer. So I feel like you've got a really good business idea and it could bring you great success. So it's asking you to be bold. Don't be afraid of reinventing the wheel. It's talking about cutting edge, being a trailblazer, navigating uncharted territory. I feel like you're really resourceful, and if you have a strong team behind you, the sky's the limit. Okay. It's talking about having unflappable courage. Okay, angels and spirit, please show me what's coming up for hot boy true. I don't know if you've thought about being like a digital nomad or something. And I'm getting, and I don't know if this is coming from your past. I'm picking up on a broken heart, and it's come out next to kerosene. I feel like it was a really explosive relationship. Maybe it was quite toxic. Maybe a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Maybe one of you or both of you had a bit of a short fuse, and things just kind of just got out of hand. It was a volatile situation. I'm getting music around you as well, but I also feel like there's a message here about you needing a more harmonious relationship, something that's a little bit more balanced. I'm also seeing you being a team player, or you having a large team around you. So, you know, I was talking about you being independent and striking out on your own, but I feel like eventually you would be able to, you know, have a lot of people working for you. Like it would be you building an organization and you leading a large team. Does that make sense to you? Patrick, that's so nice. Thank you. I hope you're right. I like positive comments because some of them are just really weird. I don't know what you mean. What does that mean? Chances are, Deepak, I probably won't marry you, unfortunately. But thanks for the question. Oh, okay. Wow, that was deep. Okay, good. You liked it. I take it. Brandon, oh my gosh, it's so hot here in Sydney. It is so hot. I've got 3 air conditionings pumping in my house right now. Yeah, it's just been a scorching day today. Kevin, Brittany's my ex-girlfriend. It's getting funny. Okay. Yes, it's the, what's the date today? It's the 5th day of summer. So summer is December, January, Feb in Australia. Let me just log back in, although I think I'm gonna shut down the reading soon, guys, because I'm getting tired. I had such a huge week at work. Like I'm just so under the pump at the moment. I'm so looking forward to just a break over Christmas. But when I say break over Christmas, I'll still be doing readings like most days. Oh, you're in Tennessee, Brandon. Have I been to Tennessee? Yeah, I have. I was in Nashville last year. Amazing. Oh, it's cold in Texas. I was in Texas last year too, Ray. Loved it, but it was boiling hot when I was there. Oh my goodness, I was there in August. Oh, Patrick's from the Gold Coast. Nice. Okay. Oh, thanks, guys. Some nice comments in here tonight. All right, Mel, let me know if you have a question. Angela, I'm drawn to you as well. I think, is it Pooja? I don't know how to say your name. I already read for you earlier about the no contact situation. Yes, I feel like you will hear from this person, but they're not good for you, and I would just stay away from them. They're gonna test to see if they get a reaction from you. So I don't feel like they're genuinely interested. Username says they see me coming to Oklahoma. It is possible. I love the US, guys, and seriously, the way things that are going in Australia right now, I'm so tempted to move to the US because our country is just rapidly declining right now with the decisions being made. The government is just absolutely gone wild. Angela says, I always try to get a reading from you, but always gets, blocked. Okay. Angela, what was your question for me? Yeah, they say, it's bad in the US as well, but I feel like, look, I don't want to say this. It's going to be too inflammatory. I don't want to get involved in other countries' politics, but I feel like your country is moving in the right direction where we are just going down, kind of like the UK right now. Back to Angela, because we were going to do, okay, what's coming in 2026. Let's see. I'm going to do a couple of cards and see what's coming up. What's coming up for Angela in 2026, please? Oh, you've got yoga. I don't know if you are you're into yoga, if you want to start doing yoga. It's talking about maybe you going on a wellness retreat. Yeah, I feel like that could be a travel plan because it's come out next to baggage. So I don't know if you're going on a bit of a journey. And I feel like next year is about you being a bit of a rebel, you going your own way. Like instead of living your life according to how everyone thinks you should live it. This is what I'm getting with the biker card. Yes, this could be a person coming in for you, but it's talking about you, going against the grain, seeking out freedom, taking some time alone. I'm kind of getting like eat, pray, love vibes. I'm getting like dance, movement, yoga, poise and grace. I don't know if that like describes you or a talent of yours. I don't know, got ballet shoes and yoga. Angels and Spirit, please show me what does Angela... Yeah, I'm definitely getting travel for you. Look at that. What does Angela have coming up? Leaving something behind. Tapping into your internal guidance system. Breaking free. Yeah, because I feel like right now you could be feeling a little bit restricted. This could be, just your life circumstances, financial circumstances, job. You've got fated encounters next year, but the wheel is moving. So whereas you might have felt a bit stagnant this year and a bit stuck, I'm getting that your fortunes are improving, but you're going to be making decisions that will set the wheel moving and you doing what you love, doing more of what you love next year. Does that make sense? You do have love coming in, I feel. Let me know if that resonates with you. But you've got the roses card and that biker person came in. So it could be someone who is very unique. And yeah, I definitely feel like changes around the home. Maybe you're moving, like a big move. With this empty nest, it's talking about maybe living a little bit of a nomadic lifestyle. Does that resonate with you? Let me know. We've got, oh, thank you, Sari. Ooh, we've got a Scorpio rising. Oh, yep, Cancer sun. Awesome. What was your question? Oh, what, 2026? Okay, just bear with me because I did promise. Don't know where you are. If I promised you a reading, can you comment? Because I'm just trying to find you. Is it Maria? Can't find your comment. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I think Maria might have gone. Gosh, it's hot in here. All right, we're gonna do Mad. Is it Mad Hoorah? Let's see what's coming in. Sorry about some of the comments, guys. I normally have moderators in here, but they're not around today, so. All right, let's see what's coming in. Oh, Mel, okay, we'll do you next. Okay, so this is Mad Hoorah. You've got curtain calls, so I feel like you're moving into the spotlight in some way. There's going to be increased recognition for you coming in. Hang on, these are the cards that came out just before, so I want to give this a good shuffle. Hey Carlos, hey Stuart. Yeah, I'm getting extroverted energy around you. Maybe you'll want to be the life of the party. You'll want to be on stage next year. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Ooh. Yeah, recognition has come out, like really a lot. So maybe you're going to be in the spotlight for something next year, but things are a little bit up in the air because the next card says 50-50. So something's not locked in. Maybe you're waiting to see if you get accepted to do some kind of a performance or be on some kind of a show. Does that make any sense? But this card says that at this time things could go either way. So it's not set in stone. Maybe you need to take some kind of an action. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, I'm seeing like a performance. But you need a strategy. Like I was just saying, you need to take some kind of strategic action to lock this in. But I feel like you need to believe that it's possible because you've got this card here that's talking about the need to be hopeful, aspire, because you've got a fairy tale ending. Yeah, microphone. There's something about you being in the spotlight. But yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty around it. Maybe you're not sure if you want to accept this opportunity because it could go either way. Like it could be good for your career. It may be in somebody else's hands. Do you know, does that make any sense? Oh, that's so cool. I do love this dress. Okay. All right, so I'm so glad that it's making sense. All right, was it Mel? I think Mel asked about a career change. Where are you? Mel, career change. Let's have a look what the tarot says. What does Mel need to see about a career change, please? I'm saying trust your intuition. And you got the Justice card, so this is maybe the need to weigh things up. But also maybe you're wanting to make a career change in order to restore some balance in your life. Maybe you're wanting a little bit more balance of work life. And the Justice card can also talk about contracts. So there may be an opportunity coming in where you'll be signing a new employment contract, legal documents. But yeah, the need to weigh things up. And I do feel like you want something that's going to work with your family life, something long term. So that's what I'm getting with the 10 of Pentacles. But this is a card about legacy. So how do you want to leave your mark in the world? It's also a card about buying and selling real estate. So I don't know if that's an interest of yours, but it's talking about property, that kind of thing. Does that make any sense, Mel? Let's see what this deck says for you. Oh, law. Well, that makes sense with the Justice card. All right, let's see what other advice I can get for you. What does Mel need to see? What does Mel need to see? So, Timothy is a Taurus man. Timothy, do you have a question for me? All right, so there is an ending coming up. So I definitely feel that you could be leaving something soon. Oh, it says you may change careers entirely down the bottom. So there you go. I do see a career change. And look, the fish is always what you want to see in a career reading. The fish represents prosperity. So I feel like money looks good for you. But the card says that the universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power, and that's that High Priestess in the reverse where I said trust your intuition. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life that you really want to have. Now, if you do want to go into law, maybe you want to go into things like trusts and estates and maybe family law because of that 10 of Pentacles. 23rd, yes, it's a Virgo, but it is on the cusp. But I would say Virgo. Okay, let's see. Tim, does Tim have a question? Oh, thank you, Madhura. So it's now nearly 9:30 here in Sydney. You're welcome, Mel. So I will be wrapping up soon. I'm just seeing if Tim has a question. Next few days. You want to know what's coming up in the next few days? Okay, let's see. I'm seeing passive energy over the next few days for you. So it's like you don't really know which way to move. See this 7 of Pentacles in the reverse? This kind of like crossroads energy. It's like you don't know whether you want to invest in something more or whether you want to withdraw your energy and move in a new direction. The 7 of Pentacles for me is about, do I keep, what's the word? It's about investing. Do I keep plowing these fields, or do I go off in search of greener pastures? And I feel like you're wanting to move in a new direction, but you just don't know how, all of those things, because the King of Wands in the reverse is saying that you're lacking direction, or you don't know how to steer this new idea. Because I feel like the Four of Cups in the reverse is telling me you're bored or you're unsatisfied in some kind of situation. You want fresh energy, but it's come out in the reverse because you're not really sure what move to make, and it's coming out with cards like the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is a card about passage and transition, but when it's in the reverse, it's like you're blocked. You don't have a way forward, okay? And it's the same with the Chariot. This is a card about being in control of a vehicle and steering it in the right direction, but it's come out in the blocked position. So I definitely feel like you don't know how to move forward, but there's an idea that has, it's a spark, you know, like you're excited about something, you're enthusiastic about something, there's an interest that you want to pursue, but you're just not sure on the approach. So let me just pick you an oracle card for advice. I know some of you are frustrated because I haven't picked you, but it's like I can't get to everyone. But I will be back again, guys, on the weekend. So if you missed out, just make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell. Okay, Spirit is saying don't just stand back and hope that something's going to magically happen for you. They're saying assume full responsibility for yourself and your life path. Call upon the universe to assist you in manifesting your divine potential through grace, mercy, and love, and for the greatest good of all. You may have allowed yourself to be pushed, pulled, or frightened into trying to do too many things at one time, but choose one thing that you know you must address and focus on that thing, and then prioritize your steps. Take one day at a time, one goal at a time. So they're saying what you want to do, you can accomplish it, but you're going to need to take a practical approach. Okay, so let's see, Carlos, can you give me one more reading? I'm Leo. Guys, I really want to read for all of you. I'm just getting really tired, so I'm going to end it now, but I will be trying to do some Leo, Virgo, Cancer, Libra readings on the channel this weekend, so be sure to tune in to your star sign, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.